All right, so right now what I'm going to do is if you're new to Google Classrooms, then this is just kind of like a basic way to get set up. So right here you have your Google homepage. Come to the nine dots here if you want. Make sure that you are using your teacher Gmail account, your Google account. And then if you see the icon right here, just go ahead and click on that and you will go to your classroom. Sometimes though it's not right here, so all you have to do is uh, Google Classroom. Once you click Google Classroom, it'll have this right here asking you to sign in. Oops, let me go back here. Right here, sign in. And I've already just signed in, but remember, use uh, your Excel Google account to log into this. Right now, I have these two right here just because I've been added to these, but yours is probably going to be blank if you haven't used this. Hopefully, you can find someone to share a copy of their classroom that's already been created, and then you can just kind of swap out some things and modify it. But if not, if you have to start from scratch, then just go ahead and create one by clicking here, create class. When you do this right here, you want to make sure that you're naming it first a class. And we kind of stick to this standard because it makes it easier for the students when they're going from one class to another when everything looks the same, right? So to simplify it for them, we do it this way. So first a class name, and I'm going to use a class that I teach just to make it just to use an example, right? So we put the classroom, and this is going to be 2024, 25. So go ahead and put that there. Then here you put your last name. So I'll just go ahead and put my last name right here. And then after that, it is the time. So I will make this my first period class from 8:30 to 9:50 a.m. Keep that there. And then you're going to put the term that it is. So since we're starting out, this is going to be term one. Right? And so here we have this. And then here, you don't necessarily have to put the subject. The subject's already been here. This is always helpful. So just go ahead and put, whatever your classroom number is. And then you would hit create. Right? And then you have this right here. So you can go ahead and actually, I wouldn't generate a link yet. I guess you could as long as you're not sharing any of this yet. But what you do next is go into classwork. And when you're in classwork right here, you would hit create. And the first thing you want to create is going to be a topic. And so the topics are going to be the weeks, right? So you would have week one. And then it's always a good idea to put the dates. So if we were talking about this week, I'm trying to remember the week started like 8, 6 to, uh, and then tomorrow is going to be the ninth. So 8, 9, right? And then that would be week one. And then you just go ahead and you do this with all of the different weeks. So usually our weeks are anywhere from 7 to 9. So you would just go back right here to create. And let me see. I don't think you can. Now, yeah. So you would just go right here, and then you would create week two, and so on. Right. So you would go ahead and do that until you had all the weeks, and try to get as far as you can. Or try to put all the weeks in there, and then just try to fill it out as you go. Especially if you're creating your class from scratch. And so let me just go ahead and do this part, and then I will get back. All right, and so now I'm just going to go with 5 weeks for now. And so again, you'll try to get as many weeks. This first term again is usually anywhere from seven. Our terms are usually anywhere from 7 to 9 months. So just go ahead, and for the sake of time, I didn't put the date here, but it's always good to help the students find. It's easier for them to find assignments and things like that if you have the dates. So I'll be honest, not something I've done a lot of in the past. We're definitely going to do that a lot more. And so yeah, this is how you set up your classroom. And if you want to create an assignment, then you would just go here to populate your weeks, right? Because right now you just have the week, you don't have anything there. If you have material like a video or a PowerPoint or actually Google Slides work a lot better, but yeah, even PowerPoints, you can post them here. If you just want to post a question, you can do that, a quiz assignment, just a regular assignment, you go ahead and do that here. And then you would just put the title is usually going to be the, I believe it is the date. One second. All right, so it's going to be usually when you set this up right here, you would just do something like this with uh, the date, then just a little dash, and then you would put whatever the assignment was. So the assignment was lab report on, I don't know, let's say osmosis, then you would just go ahead and put that right there. Here you would go ahead and put the assignment, whatever it is. If it's a YouTube video with some questions attached, you can do that now. Just find the video and then insert the questions. If you want to create, if you want to bring something, an assignment from your Google Drive, you would just click here. And I like to use formative. A lot of times I use links. You can see right here is formative in Nearpod. So if you have a link to an assignment, you can just go ahead and insert it right here. And here at the top, just give a quick, a short little blurb on the instructions, and then you assign it. I would like, I usually what I do is save it as a draft, and then just assign it on the day of, right when you're ready to do that. So here, the topic, when you're ready to put this in the week one folder, you just go ahead and click here on week one. The due date, you just set whatever due date it is. If you're opening it up to one of your classes, then just the one class. If it's all of them, like in the beginning when I do an icebreaker or something, I'll go ahead and just assign it to all my classes. And if only some students are going to be doing this, and you would just click on the certain students that are doing that, right? And like I said, I like to save it as a draft, um, and then I assign it right before class starts, because sometimes students will jump ahead and do it that way. And then, once you do that, so I'll just go ahead and assign it so you see what it looks like. And then here, if you come down to week one, you'll see that first assignment. Right. And then again, just save them as drafts, and every day that you're ready to go through them, just go ahead and assign them, and they'll show up automatically. Right. And so you'll go ahead and do that with all of the different weeks. Just go ahead and start week one, and just put as many assignments on there as you can, and then on the day of, you just post them. Right? And so I'll create another video right now, and I'll just show how you populate your classroom as I populate my first classroom.